The key to change is the changeless sense of self-identity. I think I should just put it here, right? This is the changeless sense of self-identity. I call this the internal constitution where everything around you revolves. It acts as a pivot or the unchanging core in a person's life. So I want you to have a look at this picture. So you see the pivoting point. So there's an equilibrium point, and then there's change, right? You're moving from back to forth. But this one point here does not change. So I want to show you where this one point is in the context of 八字. So when you're looking at your 八字 chart, the internal point that does not change is your own internal constitution. That itself is the one thing that might drive the change, but because it represents your self-identity of who you really are inside your true self, that part will remain the same over time. Now around this, you have three things, okay? Look at these three circles. The one on top, the circle on top, is called your soul. So your soul, another term for the soul is your divine self. So the divine self, it's like when they talk about higher energy, pure intelligence, the creator or the source or the mind of God, a particle of the divine is your soul. So this soul of yours is connected to your internal constitution, as well as at the same time, it's in the soul realm or in the realm of the universe. So you're constantly connected through that. So as whatever the creator is, to create you, part of this life force of creation, the soul, is in you. It has a drop in you. Okay, remember the I am that I am. So I am God, and therefore you all have a particle of God in you. All of us have. So I am, right? So this is the I am part, the soul part. So this replica or the creator's energy is your source of energy that is connected. So many souls in the whole entire galaxy add up to make one grand entity that people call the creator or the great divine soul, or some people will call this God. As long as you see as a grand entity and not one human being sitting there with the staff, like Gandalf, that's limitation, right? But if it's unlimited, this is all-encompassing. The entire freaking universe itself is part of the divine. Okay, and you are one of it. You are one manifestation of it, which is the soul. Okay, so your soul has a soul palace in your 八字 chart. Okay, guys, this is the main topic, yeah? So you gotta learn about this first. So that's your divine self. When someone says, I want to access my higher self, this is what it means. Okay, your higher self is that soul, the original self. So if the theory of reincarnation is real, some people have this question, right? So if I reincarnate now, or my parents, right, or my dad reincarnates, then I can't talk to my dad anymore, because he's reincarnated as a baby somewhere else in this world, right? So what do I do? What do I do? Okay, but here's the thing. Every soul in the world, while the soul will reincarnate, because that's the life force itself, the reason why they reincarnate, if you study metaphysics, is because the soul doesn't die. And in that realm of the universe, in universe itself, not earth, in universe, the realm, there's no time. There's no past, there's no future, there is just existence, okay? So without a physical body, you cannot experience a linear growth. You cannot experience certain things in life. For example, you cannot experience the freedom of making decisions and having certain outcomes. You cannot experience the physical touch. You can think about it, but it's not physical. There's no physical aspect. So the experience of every human life, if you look at this, it's basically we are a divine soul, but experiencing a short temporary human life to enhance our growth, our evolution in that spirit. To do that, every soul has to manifest a spirit. So in one incarnation, this incarnation for me, for example, I am Joey Yap. So that's my spirit. My spirit is Joey Yap. So in case I go now, my soul, which is one of my incarnation, is Joey Yap. the soul will continue to go and reincarnate, okay? Until, of course, I break free from this. But there's joy in doing this. You don't just born out to suffer and cry and have pain, yeah? You come out to experience life. It's different, okay? So that one version of the spirit doesn't reincarnate. That spirit is like a memory chip. It's in the cloud computing. It's now in the spirit realm. That's the values, the personality, the traits, that spirit. So that's your mind. You know, wealth is an energy imprint. The spiritual wealth, the so-called wealth as a value is your energy imprint. When the imprint itself is activated through your activities, the body, which is the physical realm, will accumulate it. But if you don't pursue this, then it's a talent lie dormant. So your nature is inclined like this, but you don't do anything, nothing will happen. And you are less valuable to the people you love as someone who doesn't have this, spiritually wealthy, than someone who actually does have this, because then you can impact more lives and actually save someone. Because you can't do shit if you don't have this. So you have every reason to pursue, understand this as the first step, understand this. Takes time, okay? It's not, tell me this, tell me that. It takes time, guys, relax. It takes time to understand it. This is just the beginning, remember? Once you understand this, you go deeper in it, you realize, oh, actually it's not that difficult to go from here being the student to decide whether I want to be self-employed or employed, or whether I want to learn to manage. If I learn to manage people, become entrepreneur, right? What do I do as an entrepreneur, and what style should I invest in as an investor? Okay, not just, should I buy property? Should I buy property? Listen, everybody can buy a property. Okay, everyone can buy one, isn't it? But the question is that your mode? Is that your vehicle to accumulate wealth? Maybe your style is different. You see how the big picture we are looking at this from is a totally different perspective for a lot of people. It's not just, oh, this is a direct wealth, you become wealthy. Oh, this is an indirect wealth, you become wealthy, you have windfall gains. What bullshit is that? You got to go in detail into, okay, what exactly is your wealth profile? How do you build this? How do you put in time, effort, energy to actually become wealthy?